y'all?
Yo.
Back. Episode 2, Stick Talk Podcast. It's me, Dorset. Got Brian right here.
Yo.
Got Duke.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? We back at it again, man. You know, we here to give the viewers some more answers to the questions that y'all may have. Like I said before, from a female's perspective, just from the black community, period, you know. So let's dive right into it. What you got for us, dude?
All right, our first question today. Is it hard for men to honestly be with one woman and be happy?
That's heavy.
Ain't it? I personally don't feel that it's hard for a man to be with one woman. I think sometimes we as men can get sidetracked by the outside world. You know what I'm saying? Social media, I think, has a lot to do with it. But if a man is honest with himself and can honestly say that he's ready for a commitment, you know, I feel like he can honestly be with one woman. You know, sometimes when us men, we have, I don't want to say unfinished business, but we have, you know, I don't know, fellas, like when we have, like, you know, you're not really fully there yet, you know, in that instance, then yeah, you can kind of, you know, fall in the category of cheating or, you know, not fully really be ready to commit to one woman. So, you know, but I do feel like a man can honestly be happy with one woman, though. I do think it's possible. He just has to be honest with himself and with that woman.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree as well. To answer the question, is it hard? Absolutely not. I think we all know that it's not hard to be with one woman, but generationally, like in today's times, like it's so much temptation, number one, and then number two, the fact that, you know, we don't really know ourselves enough to say, okay, that's who fits with who I am. That's who makes sense. That woman right there will help take my vision to the next level. And so questions like that are some of the things that prevent us from actually being with one woman. A lot of the times we'll dive into somebody based on the physical, how she looks on the outside, and never really understand the inside. And by the time you understand the inside, it's kind of like, man, you know, I'm kind of invested, I'm kind of involved with her, so it's kind of hard to leave. Easier said than done, for sure. So to answer the question, is it hard? Absolutely not. But there are steps that I think we've forgotten as a people to get there, to make sure that she's the one and only.
I agree. To piggyback a little bit, I definitely agree. I feel like it's very much so possible. It's obviously, you know, so many examples of that. But I feel like what it really comes down to is it's based off the stage you are in your life. Because I feel like a lot of times when we look at failed relationships and actions of men throughout their life when they've wronged a woman, it's usually because they was inside of some of the earlier stages.
Yeah.
So if you've already been through the stage, your player stage, and then, you know, you've been through your grind stage, and once you kind of come to your mature stage and you're ready to settle down, yes, you can, but you got to be in the right stage. So as long as you've been through enough and enough has happened to where you've seen what you needed to see and you know that you want one woman and that you can satisfy yourself with one woman, it's very much so possible. You got to be ready at the right time, though.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel
That's
like you
dope.
have to be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't lie to yourself.
Right.
Because your true feelings going to come out. You know what I'm saying? Once you get with that
Yeah.
woman,
Yeah.
and you're going to start to be like, dang. You know what I'm saying?
So should we go further and say, should women be able to recognize what stage a man is in to not get that involved?
Boy.
You know,
You went in the deep end to the pool, didn't you?
that was my thought process on that, because that brings up a very interesting point, because men do have stages in our lives that you meet woman based on that stage.
Yeah.
And if that woman is, let's say, 2 stages ahead of you, which normally they are, Of course it doesn't work.
But here's the tricky part: a woman may be attracted to you based on the wrong stage you're
Yeah,
in.
that's true.
That's true.
It might be in your player stage, but that's why she chose him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's tricky because a lot of times a woman will go for what she wants as opposed to what she needs.
Without a doubt.
Hence why, whether they can recognize the stage or not,
Yeah.
women still engage with the man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And at the end, it's still our fault.
Of course. Somehow or
Regardless,
another,
it's still
somehow
our
or
fault.
another, through all the rubble,
Yeah.
when the dust settles, it's still our fault.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Brian, I think you might have to ask that question for them. We had to flip that one on them. man.
Yeah. I mean, definitely something to think about. Like, should a woman be able to recognize what stage a man is in? Based on that recognition, what should you do? I mean, that's a very, very deep thought, I think.
Yeah.
that turns into a few extra layers. So.
Yeah, definitely.
What we got next, dude?
Yeah, and for the second question, I think we wrapped that one up pretty good. What is your high school crush looking like now?
Wow. Man, you know, for me, I'm a visual kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I kind of like to paint a picture. So with that question, man, it kind of takes me back to the wood when they were sitting at the pizza place, and it was three of them. Mike, Roland, and Slim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they was at the pizza place, and they had a little pizza joint. And but anyway,
Big pizza too.
yeah, it did. It did look like good pizza.
Yeah.
But you know, I ain't gonna say no names, but you know, my high school crush. It's been a while since I've seen her, but not that long. But she definitely is still looking good. A1. I think so. I think so. Might have to take a trip to what's that joint with Brian? Island Jerk or something like that.
Island Jerk, yeah.
Island Jerk, yeah.
Yeah, South Norfolk.
Yeah.
South
So.
Norfolk. Be on the lookout.
Yes, sir.
Well, of course we're from the same school, so Maury in my 4 years, we had a lot of women come through there.
Yes, sir.
You know, so I had more than one crush, and from the ones that, you know, not that I dealt with any of them, but from the ones that I still like keep up with on social media, they all seem to be in pretty good standings in life, and you know, it looked pretty good too still. I didn't have one more than the other, so they all look pretty good. They maintaining, I guess.
What about you, dude?
Yeah, mine's a little bit more interesting. I'll put it like this. My main high school crush still looks good because I'm still with her.
There you go, boy.
That is
Gosh,
amazing.
almighty.
That's yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so the person who
High
I
school sweetheart.
exactly who I crushed on the hardest,
Yeah.
we are still together present day. So
There you go. I
Amen.
didn't know that was your high school crush, man.
Yeah, I didn't either actually.
Wow.
yeah,
I didn't either.
sophomore year,
Yeah.
that was a jump in the class I thought looked good.
Yes, sir.
And years later, still at it. So
Yes, sir.
And it's amazing for a young man to be in high school
Yeah,
for
man.
4 years
Yes, brother.
and crush
Yes.
on one woman the whole
Yeah,
time. That
man.
is phenomenal.
And check me out. Sophomore year, though.
Yeah,
Like,
you just getting started.
bruh, sophomore year, though, like, man, you still got junior and senior. And,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, each year you go up, there's some new ones coming in, so it's like,
And we're
bruh.
getting older, more developed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's amazing. That's
That's-
amazing. That's why I'm surprised. Like that's why I say I had a lot of crushes because I was there 4 years. So
yeah, right.
it's kind of hard to say just one.
Just one, yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I just picked her because literally she was like my crush, but she was like a junior when. Yeah, she was like a junior there, so.
Yeah, I think a year ahead of us.
Yeah, something like
Well,
that.
nah. Yeah, maybe I don't know.
But yeah, she was my crush for a couple years. After that, I kind of dibbled. Never mind.
But yeah, I commend you
Yeah,
for
man.
staying on that path.
You don't see that a lot, brother.
No.
From high school, man. That
Mostly on movies, actually. You know, I can't say that I know many people that met someone in high school,
Man.
zoomed in on that person, and made it happen. Like, really manifested their
Yeah.
dreams. Like, that's an amazing story.
I know one couple, man. They met in middle school. We all went to middle school together, and they met in middle school, man. I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure they had rocky roads in between,
Of
but
course,
you know,
growing pains.
yeah, man. Through middle school, high school, college, they've been married for several years now.
Happily.
Happily,
Wow.
children.
That's a blessing.
You know, man. Shouts to Corey and Shayna, man. You
Corey
know,
and Shannon, man.
that's dope, man.
Spread some of that love on me.
Yeah, man. What you got next for us, dude?
Yeah, alright. We're moving to the third question. So, fellas, if you know you have been unfaithful for most part of the relationship, and your girl, she came to you and told you she cheated, could you forgive her? Loaded question, second part. Would you tell her you cheated?
Gosh almighty.
That question was definitely loaded.
Yes, it was.
Definitely loaded.
I just tried to get my mind right for the first part.
I'm sitting here in deep contemplation myself.
Yeah. Once again, y'all, I gotta give y'all a scenario that comes to mind.
Very descriptive.
Yeah. The scene on Best Man when the guy's up there about to get married and he's having flashbacks of his, you know, wife, you know, now,
Yes.
and basically with his best friend is like, you know,
Best friend and best man.
best friend and best man, you know, that's a double entendre right there.
Yeah.
Like that's wow.
Two struggles.
You know, he can't even pick one. If knowing if I've been unfaithful, could I forgive her? Yes, I could. It would definitely take the help of God, though. I mean, that's not nothing that can just be forgiven overnight. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna take time. And then I feel like it's levels to cheating as well, too.
Right.
You know, so if you just going off of, you know, communicating with somebody else, but no physical interaction, no meetups, nothing sexual, then I can handle that a lot more. You know, I can definitely, we can work through that a lot better than
Still cheating though.
Still cheating. It's still
Okay.
considered cheating. Definitely not. Excuse me. Definitely not discrediting that. It's definitely still cheating, but I can handle that a lot better than sexual intercourse of any sort. You know, even a date or two, that would you know it's a next level, it's a next step, but I can still, you know, handle that.
Yeah.
You know, we started talking about actual intercourse, kissing, any type of oral sex, giving or receiving is like,
I don't want to know about that.
man, that's muddy waters right there.
But I guess it also kind of depends, even though I've been unfaithful, what type of man have I been in a relationship still? Because what if I've been a good nigga, but just unfaithful?
Yeah. And I think that's true, though.
I
think that is very possible.
Yeah, it is.
I think that is very
You
possible.
don't get credit for it,
of course,
from
not.
a woman, but
Of
it
course
is
not. Of course not.
a very valid point.
Think about it, yeah, because you know, it might be like, why did I get married? And I'm just doing you dirty. So of course it makes sense. So in return, it would make sense for me to be much more easy to forgive you. Like, I pushed you to that. But what if, you know what I'm saying, I might just be successful in my career, I got options around me, I mess around one night, and it happens often because of my career field and my level of success, but I still do everything you need. Bills paid, you get to go wherever you want, buy whatever you want,
Living a
we
lavish
spend
lifestyle.
time, we go on dates, so, I mean, shit, at that point, I might still be mad.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a double loaded question.
Yes,
now.
it is.
That's a heavy, because I would dare to say that most like celebrity women know that most of their husbands are maybe doing stuff outside of their bedroom and still like, well, I got this, I got that, I'm good.
Bills
you know,
paid, got money in the bank.
I would also dare to say that the average woman now who be mad at a regular guy if that same guy was rich and was cheating, it would be a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Right,
I believe so too. I believe so too. I definitely believe so.
Yeah, so that's hard to say. I mean,
It is.
on a basic level, I can say I think the consensus for men across the board is going to be, it just depends the extent of the cheating, and based on that, would base it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How we would be able to forgive and what to
Yeah.
do. But
Yeah.
now, would you tell her that you had been unfaithful in that same conversation? Though?
I mean, at that point, I feel like we might as well just kind of get it out there in the open. Then it'll be hard, but I would feel bad kind of knowing that she over here groveling, and feeling hurt inside. And I'm like, I kind of did something myself, but I'm gonna make her feel bad. Like, she the only bad guy.
Truthfully speaking, are we wired to tell the truth like that on that level? Are men gonna tell themselves?
Not in the moment.
Not in the moment.
I've been raised like, hey, don't volunteer no information. You know
Me
what I'm
too.
saying? Like, ain't gonna be no volunteering of the information.
It might be fucked up, might not be right morally, but at the end of the day, the truth is the truth.
Right.
Which is, if you come out and tell me what you done, I'm like, I can't believe you.
Right. Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
But I guess that question insists that this is somebody we're deeply involved with for a long period of time, if not already married.
Yeah.
Because just somebody you're kind of dating and hanging out with, and y'all, I don't think that's kind of, I mean, who cares?
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? Right. I'm not emotionally involved, neither are you. So I guess somebody that I'm deeply, deeply involved with, or I love, or whatever, we're, if not married, forgiveness is definitely there. Forgiveness is definitely there, because being realistic, the older you get, you realize that nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what stage you were in. You know what I mean? Hey, even if you cheated on this woman 4 or 5 years ago, you know what I mean? What you put out comes back regardless. You know what I mean? It's gonna circle back around at one point in your life or another. So I know the stuff that I've done when I was younger, and I know that I would have to.
Yeah.
Hard as a pill would be to swallow, I would have to. But would I tell on myself that you ain't know? That's a whole different ballgame.
You want to catch me, baby. What the movie say, catch me if you can.
Now, that answer does not automatically say that we're cheaters, know.
Right.
It's just
coming from the male's point of view,
right. And
perspective.
9 out of 10, most women are not gonna say, yeah, like role reversal, plot twist, she found out you were cheating, you found out nothing on her. Would she tell you the same thing? Come on now.
Right. And honestly, when we all know women are better cheaters than men.
Way better.
So they can hide the truth, finagle the truth. You know what I'm saying? They could be cheating right under your nose. We really won't know.
And they're better at controlling their side pieces than we are.
Yes, sir.
They're way better at, you better sit your ass down somewhere.
Don't text me after 7.
Right.
And a nigga ain't gonna hit her up.
Yeah.
Because the nigga still want to keep what he got going on. So it's nothing for them to say, hey, look, on the weekends, I'm off limits.
There you go.
During the week, we own.
And we will obey.
Obey.
We will obey.
Like
all,
Sprite.
all for sex.
Yeah, bro. Ain't it a mother? Ain't it a mother?
Dude, it's one of those unspoken double standards, but we all know it's there.
Yeah.
And women always want to talk about double standards.
Don't they?
They always want to talk about double standards, and we just found one right there.
Yeah, just uncovered it.
Man,
Just uncovered it.
we might have to put that for the question of the night.
Man.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, man, definitely a heavy topic, man. And I think infidelity is definitely something that we all have on our minds.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like at some point in your life, everybody kind of does it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if not, the lustful thoughts of it.
I mean, because I don't really think you can help your thoughts though. If you out and about and you see someone, your thought, and if they're attractive and they appealing to you, you automatically be like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, where your thoughts may go beyond that, now that's kind of on you. But the initial, thought of
Yeah.
the person is attractive or to catch your eye or whatever.
Yeah. And I kind of like that dynamic in my relationships, to be able to say, like, you know, me and my girl can talk and joke about the chick with the big butt, or the guy that was kind of bulky and nice and tall and whatever, you know, stuff like that. It makes it fun,
Right.
you know, because it's nothing like watching TV with your spouse and y'all see two good-looking people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're human, you know.
Right.
Instead of trying to act like it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I really dislike that.
Me too.
I dislike that a lot.
Me too.
I mean, because that kind of makes you suppress yourself.
It does.
Right.
It makes you feel like you can't be yourself. And you're supposed to be yourself, of course, 24/7.
Right.
But especially when you're with someone that you love and you're in a relationship with.
How long could you be happy like that? How long can something suppressed stay suppressed?
And that's where cheating comes from.
The very root of it.
Yep.
The very root of it. I agree.
Yeah, man. Kind of ties back into episode 1.
Yeah.
As far as the self-love and care question.
What doesn't tie back into that?
Yeah, that's true. It seems like everything does.
Everything.
Some kind of way, it finds its way back to that question, man.
Yeah.
Self-love and care, like.
And I think we're in a generation now, bro, where more people are investing into themselves.
Yeah.
Like self-love and self-care is a major topic.
Yeah.
Where our parents weren't really into it. It was keep your head down, work, you know, retire, take care of your family, you know, and just deal with it. Right. So now we're really like, yo, I had a kid or two, I'm still human. I'm still gonna live my life, have fun, and take care of my household, my children, my bills. You know, it's not separate. It's not, oh, you had a kid, life's over. That's non-existent now. You know, of course, you work harder, you grind harder, but you can still live a fulfilling life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does tie back into self-love and self-care.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I would say for that question, that basically can be a topic because
Yeah.
It ties
Endless.
into so much stuff.
Yeah.
Endless.
Yeah. Man, what that was a lot there.
Yeah.
What you got next for us, dude?
All right, so the last question for the day: what is your take on open relationships?
Open relationships.
I feel like open relationships, that's a taboo subject for the black community.
It is.
I mean,
We all pretty much, I mean, it happens.
yeah. I mean, kind of look at Will and Jada, you know, when that first kind of hit the airwaves, I don't know how many years ago, you know, that kind of was like a shock. I mean, I knew that would have been maybe the last couple I ever would have thought,
Yeah,
you know, that may have been into that. And I still don't know. I'm not in their bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, who really knows?
Yeah.
You know,
That brings up another topic. That's a great segue because I'm at the point, I'm getting a little tired of people comparing their lifestyle to a celebrity high-profile lifestyle.
When
You
your
know,
lifestyle isn't nothing like
nowhere
that.
near it.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's a bad comparison because the perspective we get on celebrities' lives, I mean, it's nothing as to what it really is that goes on in their daily lives. So you comparing on a false,
right?
like a false comparison because you haven't seen enough.
Right.
So
You only going by what someone else reported.
Yeah.
A tabloid or you know, a news reporter.
a couple videos on
Yeah,
Instagram
you know what I'm
posts, and it's
saying?
not enough because they go through enough hardship just like we do.
That's
So
right.
That's true. People have a problem with that nowadays.
And you end up sabotaging something you could possibly have that's great,
Yeah.
Yep.
basing it off something that you don't know what they went through to get that. You know, so we definitely gotta stop doing that.
Yeah.
But open relationships.
Open relationships. Me personally, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. I can't do it. You know. I'm not a jealous person, but I am protective. I think there's a difference. So with that being said, I wouldn't want to know that, you know, my lady is right beside me and possibly texting another man. And, you know, that's how we rock it.
Right.
You know, even though I may have the freedom to text another woman, but it's still like, I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that.
Yeah, I really wouldn't want to fathom sharing a connection that I've grown with, you know, my woman with another man.
Yes, sir.
the same vibe and stuff like that. You know what I mean? The little inside jokes and how y'all get to know each other.
The small things, yeah.
Yeah, that's just something I can't really fathom. So I definitely can't co-sign with a relationship.
And with that, like you said, the connections and such, that can bring, because it can go vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
That can bring, just using the female for example, that can bring the woman to a crossroad or to a fork in the road. Because now if she has, you know, hypothetically, she has you, which is, you know, y'all have been together for a couple years or whatever, and she's been talking to another guy, and she's starting to vibe with him and feel him, and connection is starting to grow with him. Now she's kind of stuck, like, okay, well, dang, like, which one do I want to go with? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it can easily be, I ain't gonna say sidetracked, but, you know, like you said, the connection can start to grow, and she'll start, or she might even start to wonder, like, well, what can this be? You know what I'm saying? And now here she is stuck in the crossroads, like, I don't know which way I want to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like that can bring a whole nother world of just confusion, and that's unnecessary foolishness, man.
I mean, you know, I'm real big on the energies and stuff, man, and I really, really believe that any outside interaction that comes in between you and your spouse's connections take away from that connection.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you're giving your time to anybody, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever the case may be, it takes away from that valued time with the person that you're with. So I'm definitely not for that, you know. But I think that that's not to be confused with another unspoken topic of polygamy, you know, which is still kind of the same thing, but totally different at the same time. Because that's like a rising topic of, you know, polygamy. Is that the same thing? Is that something that we should be looking more into? Because it's still kind of an open relationship, but it's not under the pretenses of we going and hanging out and we doing something separate and we might be having sex separately or whatever. This is the pretense of one umbrella having, you know, different stems up under that umbrella. You know, one leadership, one provider, one protector, and so on and so forth. So, a little different, but one and the same at the same time.
I definitely like to touch on that polygamy thing, man, because I feel like that's kind of a hot topic.
It is.
Not even just in our community, but just the world. You know what I'm saying? That whole polygamy thing, man, just going deeper than a sexual aspect.
Yeah.
I, for one, I kind of dig the polygamy lifestyle. Now, hear me out. You have one house, 3 incomes. You have, and don't get me wrong, not saying that all women have to cook and clean, no, not saying that. But that kind of is like a traditional role.
Yeah, trade-off.
You know what I'm saying? In all cultures and all ethnicities. So generally you would have the man as a provider going out to work. You know, you may have one wife that is better at cooking, so she takes on the cooking duties. You may have another wife that's better at the cleaning duties. You know what I'm saying? In that aspect of the polygamous lifestyle, I feel like it's a plus, because you can't beat 3 incomes tackling one household. You know what I'm saying? All the families is together, the kids are together, like, you know.
If you get past strictly this may have sex with these many people, if you get past that primitive thought process and see the plus side of it, it's way deeper than just sex.
It is deeper than sex. And I mean, of course, you know, the sex probably is an added bonus, I'd say, you know. But
yeah, I mean, it's hard not to see that part of it.
Yeah. You know.
But I feel like polygamy, if it's headed right by the right man and he assumes the correct role over his polygamous relationship, therefore, you know, understanding that he has to provide, carry the responsibilities and duties over, you know, the entire village, being, you know, his wife and that child, the other wife and that child, or whatever. And he makes sure that they're compatible and they understand the polygamous like role and understanding, you know what I'm saying, what it's meant for and what we're trying to do. If everybody's village minded and he doesn't have any type of like sideways intent, and he does it right and he just looking to lead everyone, I feel like it can be done right. But you know, if you a man in that position and you're not providing, you're not being honest, you know, you kind of backdooring stuff, then it can go either way. But like you said, if done right, polygamy, you know, if you got the resources to maintain that, you won't have a problem with polygamy. But it just depends.
And we're talking about this topic now, especially in the black community, because there's a shortage on quality men, and that's why more women are talking about this, you know, and quality, not just meaning financially stable.
Right.
I'm talking about having the mindset, the mental fortitude to be able to guide that household, those children, those women. It's more than just this man got 3 or 4 wives.
Right.
You know, it's
way
like
deeper than that.
way deep. Like he said, with the proper resources and the right mind, you can definitely head a family and, you know, help better our generations to come.
Right, right. Because I know in Atlanta right now, the ratio of woman to man is like 14 to 1.
Crazy.
So it's examples, you know what I'm saying, in different cities and states
they already
showing that, you know, it's already a shortage of, and that example is specifically black men to black woman to black man. But, you know, that's a clear example that, you know, it really is real, and that's a true trend that's happening.
It is.
So,
yeah.
you know, I mean, that may be something that has to come to fruition.
Well, let's be honest. It kind of already has, because if one man got 3 or 4 baby mamas, that's already polygamy.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying he's doing it the right way,
but
if that man take care of all of his children, paying bills, I mean, that's kind of the beginning stages.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's like the basis of it.
Yeah,
right.
Technically.
So you kind of already doing it, really.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, and I would say in the industry, you know, we look at music, there's plenty of examples like that. Like Floyd Mayweather, you got 6 or 7 women that cling to him because you know, he's a man of power, of resources. We're all going to be taken care of.
Yeah.
And he provides for everybody around him. So, you know.
Yeah, which goes back to what we talked about earlier as far as the higher financial level a man is on, is cheating more accepted. Clearly it is.
Yeah.
Clearly it is. Because, hey, I'm good, you know, I don't care what he go do.
Yeah.
But you substitute love, you know, the cuddling moments, talking, the deep feelings. Is that a good trade-off?
No.
Never.
Not for a sustained amount of time,
Yeah.
maybe for a short time period, but at some point, you know, you're going to get taxed out of that, hence the stages of life, as we said earlier. So, you know, for a short amount of time, that run may be good, you'll probably enjoy it, but at some point you're going to get worn down and be like, man, I just need one person.
Yeah.
So.
And I know a couple right now personally, and they go to my gym, man, and they, you know, they have a contract. You know, they're married, and they have another woman that they met. They have a contract, and the contract says pretty much, hey, I will enter this with you two, but my child comes with that. My child is also taken care of, you know, and that's part of this deal. And another good way to set it up, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I will enter this with y'all two. I'm entering y'all marital foundation with the thought in mind that, hey, me and my child are taken care of. Simple as that. We good? Boom, we move forward.
Wow. I mean, you can't really beat that because it's not cheating.
No.
You and your wife come together and make a contract up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all are coming into this situation together.
Yeah.
You know?
And I feel like white people do that better anyway. It's only in the black community where we gotta fuss and fight over everything. Little Jimmy got a basketball game. You gonna see his stepmama, his stepdad, his mama, and his real daddy.
Yep.
Everybody having fun. You don't know who's who. Only in our community we gotta fight and argue and bicker. Man, fuck that shit, man. You know, let's do what we need to do to take care of these kids and raise this household. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But see, you know, with that, I mean, it can go in it can fall in any community. You know, it's still some jealousy there sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, that's where all the bickering and the fighting and all that stuff come in.
And I'll tell you this.
Along with
Now, on the surface level, that is true if you do look at the dynamic amongst, you know, let's say unplanned polygamy in the black community, where you got, you know, baby dad with a baby mom and multiple on either side, whether it's, you know, multiple baby mamas or multiple baby dads. And, you know, you'll see the arguing and stuff, but if you ever watch Snatch, How to Get Away with Murder, when white people get mad, they do that shit on another level.
that's true.
Yeah.
They plan and kill, so it can fall in every community. On the surface level, we do express stuff and wear our heart on our sleeves a little bit more, and it's a little bit more out in the open and stuff like that. But don't get it twisted. Other communities do it, but they do it to a different level.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see that level of trickery and setup in the black community. I mean, it exists, but not to the level of that I've seen. You know?
Yeah, you're right about that. They come up for your bank accounts, 401k.
Thinking about poisoning you. You know what I'm saying? Killing both of us and just ending it.
Insurance policy money.
Exactly.
When they done with you, they all the way done with
Yes,
you.
sir.
Right. So
Yeah, man.
Definitely some healthy conversation tonight, man. Some good stuff came out, man.
I love it, man. I love it. You know, I'm glad that we as 3 young black men are able to come together and, you know, tackle some questions that have been circulating in the black community.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And able to give a valuable, opinionated answer to these questions.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it's all about. That's the whole reason I wanted to start this podcast. I just wanted to give a better explanation, you know, from the male point of view, the black male point of view.
Right.
You know, just to give, you know, our sisters a better understanding of where our head is at, you know, in certain situations.
And despite what may be the common consensus, not all black men are fucked up in the head, don't want nothing out of life, aspire to be nothing, you know.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps out with these podcasts and these questions.
Yeah, very much so. I agree. And I would say a good example of that is, I know with this generation, man, you know, every black father I know that I've ever seen, man, you know what I'm saying, extremely compassionate, patient with their children. So, yeah, I'm glad that we do have this platform that, you know, Corey has started to communicate and show, you know what I'm saying, that change that kind of combats that narrative, because there's a lot of black men out here that carry thoughts of substance and move the right way. So it exists.
Definitely, man. Definitely. You know, I just want to continue that narrative, you know, and just continue to push it, you know, that we are good men, just as any other ethnic race,
Right.
you know, anybody else, any other community, you know. We just got to continue to push that, man, and definitely groom the younger generation to come up and be the same way that, you know, we are headed.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's up, y'all? So this part of the night right here, we back at it. It's the question of the night. Basically where we ask you all, the viewers, a question. And tonight's question of the night is, do you feel if a black man marries outside of his race, European or Asian or any other culture, do you feel that he is a weak-minded man? So leave it in the comments, leave it in Facebook Messenger, Instagram, DM. Once again, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.